Yeah, I don't care. You guys are big people. I don't know. What am I going to do? Don't say that. Okay, so here we go. It never says me. It doesn't take you. It just takes me. And it just takes what I like. It takes my voice and it takes what I write. So you don't have to be like, ooh, awkward. It's looking at us. But I got sick the day before finals last year, so I actually did my finals. Like I was at home. I'm like, oh, and it was big me right here. So and like people kept coming up. It's like, what's going to hug you? Okay, so here we go. Our job is a graph is a picture of a situation. That's all it is. It's a little bit of a picture. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do my favorite kind of graphing, which is called a sketch, meaning it doesn't have to be perfect. No T-chart. There's not even any numbers. But it's can you draw a picture of this situation, right? So here we go. We're going to do the first one. So we got our girl, Anna, and she's walking towards school. Right? And she's going at a constant speed. When she gets halfway there, she remembers she forgot her homework, so she turns around and walks home. So the first thing that we want to talk about is this, because I had some kids do this today, and they're like, oh, that's really easy to do. You're going to just go like this. You start at home, and, oh, I want a better color, and you just walk like this. Yeah, but that's not really right, because that makes it like she gets there instantly, right? Time has to pass. So when you're walking and time is passing, it's going to look like a line, right? Jay, stop. Thanks. Just because it makes me a little crazy. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start her right here, and you're going to write this down and see how you do with it. And she starts walking. She's walking, she's walking, she's walking. Her speed never changes. And she gets halfway. And then what does she do? She walks back. Again, what's tempting to do is to take your pencil and make it go back. But if you do that, she's going back in time, right? And we can't really go back in time. Yours is the only one absent. I don't know if that person is in my class. Julie, is there Julie in here? No. Not in the book here. I mean, no, it's actually there. No. Again, I think they got the cheese in here, and I don't know that.
He is in here, but he's not here.
Like no, he's gone. Okay, so now Anna's walking back. She walks back just like this. Right? Now, you're thinking, this is basic. This is easy. It's going to get a little weirder. We're going to try the next one. So here's what happens. Most of the time, you don't walk like this at the same speed all the time. Sometimes you go faster and start running. Sometimes if you're like me, you think, oh, run, and running is horrible, and then I'm going to stop and walk, right? You're going to change your speed. So here's what. When you change your speed, it makes a curve. So here's what I want you to think about. I want you to think about a water slide. There are two types of water slides. There are ones that start off really scary and get better at the end, and there are ones that are really kind of mellow, like a what's it called? A lazy river at the top, and then you die at the end. So take a look at this. If you go really fast right at the beginning, and then you even out, it's going to look like that. That's starting fast and getting slower. Does that make sense? Super fast and then slow. Some of them are going to be tricky. You're going to be like, la, 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 this is super easy. Ah! And at the end, it's really scary, right? I just sent it with, she just came. So, yeah, I did it with him. Okay, thank you. Sure. Okay, so here we go. Let's try this next one. Caleb starts walking towards school, right? But as he's going, he remembers he made an appointment to meet me in class. So he starts here, and he's walking, but oh my God, he remembers he needs to meet me in class. he's going to go faster and faster. Does that make sense? Okay. Easy cheesy, right? I'd like you to try the next one, and these little things are on the back if that will help you. I'd like you to try this one on your own with your table mates. Again, if you're thinking, this stuff is super easy. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh wait. Huh? Think about this one. A little bit tricky.
So you got fast. Well, school's up there. Why would home? So like. Oh.
So he's starting slow. I swear to God, I have to talk myself through this. Starting slow, getting faster and faster, stopping, catching my breath for a few minutes, time keeps ticking, and then walking constantly. Start him here. Start him at school.
Starts off slow, and then he goes fast.
Yeah, kind of like a little lightning bolt. Yeah.
Like a little S. Started off like fast. He started off slow, and then he went fast, and he got tired.
And then, so I make him tired flat.
Tired flat.
Just stand there. And time keeps ticking. And then he goes, yeah, like, oh,
Yeah, but he would walk, I feel like.
and then he starts walking. It really was like going badass. And I would make this flat because it's steady state. And probably not as fast as he was running, because that's his running. So I think it's like a little more flat. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, you got something you like? Share it with your neighbor. Let's see who's the smart one. Let's see who's the pretty one is. Here we go. So we got Bill. Bill decides he's gonna jog. And he's thinking, I'm ready. I haven't run ever in my life, but I can do this. So he starts going, and then he goes faster and faster. He's so impressed with himself, and he gets to here, and he thinks, oh my God, my heart is going to explode in my chest. So he stops, but here's what's important. Time keeps passing, so he stands still. Does that make sense? So a dot means he just stands for a second, but a flat line means I'm just standing there, and time is ticking. And then he thinks that running stuff sucks. So now I'm just going to walk, but be careful, he's going a lot slower than he was. So like that. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You see what I'm saying? They start off really deceptive, like easy, and then they get a little weird. So here's what I'm going to have you do. You are doing a weird little activity, because that's how I roll. You are going to get 8 graphs with your table mates, and 8 little stories. Your job in the next 10 minutes is to put the story with the right graph. Work together. See how you do with this. Does that make sense? Here they come. Talk it out. And split up the stories. You can do the stories all together. However you want to do it, but you got 8 to put on there. There you go. So 8 graphs, 8 stories. Does that make sense? Well, I don't know if this is going to be the naughty group.
No. He was out of his skull.
Yes. You don't even have to ask if there's find it. It's here. Step 30 not too bad. Here you go. 8 stories, 8 graphs. Again, it's one of those things that some of them are really easy, but there's some of them are tricky. So get it all out. Get going. 8 stories, 8 graphs. Let's see how you do.
Stories of school to home. He's not even something. It's Pat's handout cards.
How's it going, Kyle?
This one talks about him like walking back.
Is Liam here? Liam. No, Liam?
So he started walking.
Jack, where's Jack?
Oh, yeah.
Get him up.
He started walking. So I think
And there should be one more. Isaac. No, Isaac? Yeah, I think he changed my other class. Because I think, didn't we see him, like very big? Yeah. So right now, it's showing us, okay, so it's just Liam Carlos. So I'm going to have you run up to the office and say that Liam Carlos is not. And on those ones, just put, just leave it blank. That is awesome. That is so good. And let's start up. Oh my God. How's it going? Can I help? Does anyone stop? Does anyone need to give him a hand? Yes. Yes. So I have to kind of really, okay, so he starts slow and then he starts going fast, right? And then what happens? All the way to school, so he's up here. Okay, got it. And then? Okay, this is good. So one listen, he goes slow, like the water flex goes slow, and then he starts going really fast. Does that make sense? Yeah. I think that's a hard one. That's a hard one to see. I literally taught my way through. That's all I did. Nice. You guys got them all? First one.
Where's the brown bag?
You guys got them all? You got a few more left? So let's go about 2 more minutes. You don't get them all, that's okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Joey.
So we start the school, right?
Yes.
Really fast, like on walks like that, and then what happens?
Slows down.
Slows down.
Once you get home, Joey will walk back.
Yeah, that's it. Right. One more minute. Like I said, these look like baby problems, but they're trickier than you think they are, right? It's like playing baby. Wait a second here. A little bit trickier than you think it is. Okay, you guys ready to see some answers? Here we go. Let's take a look. La la la. If you missed something, see if you and your table mates can figure out why you missed it. See if you can be like, oh, it starts slow. It's the slow then fast. That's what's hard, man. That slow then fast is hard. I'll come to it. Can I see real quick before we start putting the activity away? Any table group get them all right? Did I have any table group get them all right? 1, 2, okay. Right on. Did you? Nice. So, I was a by friend.